Yeah. We got the lovely Vanessa here helping all the XJ dubs kind of catch up. Been closed off in a cult, and now you're trying to get out in the world and trying to date. And I think one thing that would help a lot of people, uh, forget all the things that's going on in the cult is to get in a real good relationship where they're focused on that instead of focusing on what happened to them in the cult.
Yeah, I think first though, my advice would be as soon as they come out, is just to try to find themselves because when they first come out, it's almost like you're in a limbo.
Yeah.
You really trying to find what you like, really just trying to find yourself, get your bearings back. So I would say do that first, but then once you're ready, definitely, just find somebody that just that's cool and that will bring out the best in you, and go from there. But yeah, but you just don't want to. The thing is, you don't want to take any baggage to somebody else. You don't. I mean, we all come with bullshit, but you don't want to take that unnecessarily.
Yeah.
If it's really heavy on you at that time, to somebody else, and have them deal with that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So don't go up to somebody and say, "Hey, I'm an XJW and I'm trying to find girls to date."
No.
That line's not going to work.
Nope. No. They're going to be looking like, what are you? You might as well just be a Mormon on a bike riding up to somebody.
Oh, come on now. What if they say you looking extra delicious today and I'm an XJ? What if they add that to it? Hey, you looking mighty delicious today and I'm an XJW looking for somebody to date. That's what I'm trying to help people with. You're trying to refine things, You don't want to be too much just yourself early on.
No, it's one thing to be yourself, but there's a whole other thing just to put yourself out there too much.
Yeah.
Doing absolutely too much. But what I would suggest though is find you. This might sound strange to somebody else if they've never been a Jehovah's Witness, but if you've been a Jehovah's Witness, this might make perfect sense. Find you a real cool worldly friend.
Yeah.
Somebody that's been out there, or somebody that's been out the organization for years. Turn that back on, please. That light. Thank you. Someone that's been out the organization for years, that has been around the block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you can kind of learn some things from, and just get into society a little more easier.
Right.
Than trying to do it at your own. Because one thing you have to remember, this might sound bad, but it's like I was saying before in a phone conversation that we had, it's really like these are things that people in the world, like myself, I've been in the world since I was 16.
Yeah.
So these are things that I was learning or adapting to at the proper stage in my life. And all worldly people have too. But when you're just coming out of an organization, you might be in your late 20s, in your 30s, in your late 40s, where you don't know how to adapt. But you have to remember, the world has been doing that.
Yeah.
You're the one that's new.
Right.
So it's just finding yourself and finding your place, and just try not to be hard on yourself, and stay away from judgmental people. Even if worldly people can be very judgmental too, stay away from those people. Just be around people that's going to bring out the best in you.
Mm-hmm. So what, in your opinion, is a good place to meet women then? Is it the club? Is the club a best place to meet girls? Is it the library? You know what I mean? The good place to meet girls? Is it Kings Island? Like, where do you go?
What's Kings Island? Is that something?
Yeah, it's kind of like Six Flags over here.
Oh.
Yeah, Kings Island in Ohio is kind of like Six Flags anywhere else. Or Disney World. You know, they got roller coaster stuff like that.
Yeah. There's no specific place. You know, it's funny because now that I'm thinking about it, I used to say, you know, the club is not the place to meet somebody. But nowadays, I just feel like anything goes. There's good people. Now, the club is not the best, you know, suggestive place, but there are odder things have happened. You know, there's stranger things have happened where people have met in stranger places.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you get a good vibe from that person, I don't care where you are. If you get a good vibe from it, first, of course, you're gonna be physically attracted to that person. Then once they open their mouth, if it's a good vibe, keep it going. That could be anywhere. That could be a church, the library, the club, the coffee house. Kings Island?
Kings Island, yeah.
Yeah, that.
You never heard of Kings Island?
Nah, man, I'm from California.
So I'm like spitting some serious game to you. I'm like, girl, I'm gonna take you to Kings Island. You wouldn't even know what the heck I was talking about.
No, but we have we have Six Flags. Everything we have out here is all over, I think.
Okay, yeah, Six Flags is kind of all over, yeah.
Yeah, we have Six Flags. We have Great America. Have you heard of Great America?
Oh yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, come on now. I'm from Ohio. I'm a country boy.
I really thought Great America was just here. It was just California.
No, I've heard of it.
My show was all over.
I never been, but I heard of it. Yeah, I never been.
Okay, yeah. So we have Great America. Yeah. So it's a lot. I mean, you know, it's a lot of things to do out here, but it don't matter. You have a good vibe, and I just say I wouldn't care where you're at.
So is there any kind of edge that you can give guys at all? Any kind of edge, like any kind of advantage, any kind of anything like that, where you're approaching a girl, something that she's specifically looking for, something that you specifically could say. You know what I mean? Because you coming from an angle where you're an XJ-Dub, you kind of have a disadvantage, really, and being in the cult your whole life. So how can we even the playing field? Vanessa, give us the edge there. Give us something that's gonna, you know what I mean? Really sweep a girl off her feet there.
To sweep her off her feet?
Yeah, give us an edge. Give us an edge.
Okay, so
we can't talk about our whole freaking life. Like we've been a Jehovah's Witness our whole life. And nobody cares. So we can't talk about most of our whole freaking life. So we got to have something. Yeah, I mean, me coming from Bethel, like nobody gives a flip. So I got to be able to talk about something. You know what I mean? Like,
just talk about just like how you talking now, how you in your videos, you're just being yourself. Your videos too, it's the same thing. You're just being yourself. That's it. And that will go a long way because a lot of people are so fake nowadays. Yeah. Especially out here. I'm in California. So many fake people out here. But just being yourself, really. You know, just trying to get out of your head and think that you have to turn over or do backflips for everybody because everybody don't deserve that. So just be yourself. Now, if you start talking to her and you feel like she's the person that you do want to do backflips for. Oh, I lost you. I can't see. And you feel like she's the person that you want to do backflips for. Every person is different. You'll have learned her at that point, so you'll know what will, you know, what it will take. But in the beginning, it's nothing really that I don't think that you can specifically do unless I might be caught off guard and can't think of anything, and then walk off the phone and I'll be like, oh!
Yeah. As soon as you get off the
But
phone, yeah.
no, just be yourself. I just be yourself. Nothing special. Nothing, you know. Now, like I said before, if you're reading her, but you should have read that person a little bit before just approaching her. I never would say just walk up to somebody without any thought. No. You want to kind of, you know, survey the land. What is she doing? Is she over there, you know, is she smelling the flowers? She picking flowers? She's, you know, she's holding her little girl's hand crossing the street. Observe for a second.
Yeah.
And then let that play into how you approach her. You know, that actually is an advantage because a lot of men don't do that. If you just be observant and just be patient for a few minutes while she's still in eyesight, and then lock eyes with her, smile. If she smiles back, that's a good sign. Go over there and talk to her.
You made a good point. You made a good point. I want to highlight that.
Every situation, every.
I mean, what about flirtation with regards to when you guys catch each other's gaze? What about a wink? What about a smile? You know what I mean? And then walking up to her.
That's creepy. I hate when men do that.
Oh my God. Okay.
I hate when men.
No winking at all.
No.
So I got to stop winking like right now because I'm winking right now. Please. So I got to stop all that stuff.
Don't wink at another person. If you don't know them, that's different. If that's your woman, if that's your girl, if that's your wife, and that's just y'all thing, that's different. But if you just looking and gazing at somebody from afar, no. It comes off as you being creepy, and this is just what you do. You do that to everybody. So nothing special. You see what I'm saying? You want to make that person feel like she's special. You talking to her because in your eyes, you saw something special about her that attracted you. You want to make her feel like that from the gate.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
So, yeah, if y'all lock eyes, just lock them. Don't look away. Now, if she looks away, that's fine, but don't look away. And then just smile. And then, you know, kind of gesture that, you know, you're going to come over there and talk to her, or just walk slowly over there.
Yeah.
If she does a smile, that's a hint right there. Don't take your ass over there.
Right. You said if she does not smile and you smile?
If she does not smile back when you give her a smile, do not go over there. She's not the one.
Okay.
And don't take offense to it. She just, whatever. She might just be having a bad day, but it's just not a good time for you to be in her face.
Now, I'm about to ask you a cliche question that has been asked probably a zillion times. Go on to sip that wine.
Look, I am. It's Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Go on and sip that wine. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Wow.
Shoot. Go on and sip that wine. Okay, so I'm going to ask a question that's probably been asked a billion times. Do women like that guys with the edge, the bad boys, the guys with 700 tattoos? Like, do those guys have an edge over everybody else?
That is very cliche, but
yeah,
it just depends on the woman. If she has been there, done that, it might not be attractive. You might have to have something else. Right. If she hasn't been there, done that, and she's attracted to that thing, then yeah. But you gotta have something more. You gotta have something more than just the obvious. You know, looks are not, like I said, looks are the initial thing that people are attracted to. But as soon as you open your mouth, it tells a lot about who a person is. Yeah. And if you want to further, I seriously, I have trained myself, and I'm sure a lot of women can relate that have been there and done that. I literally have trained myself. I can meet you. I don't have to even talk to you very long. I can meet someone in the first few minutes and know if this is somebody that I want to get to know further. Just in the first few minutes.
A first few minutes? And that's based off physical looks or
No,
conversation.
no, the physical looks is is just what I'm attracted to as far as me just taking a second look like he look good. That's it.
Yeah.
That don't have anything to do with when you open your mouth. When you open your mouth, if your conversation, because I like to engage, I'm a social person. You know that I could sit on the phone talk about anything. I can if you're in my face, if we have good conversation, that's good conversation. If you don't have good conversation, or if I feel like you're trying too hard, or it's just we're just not vibing. If the energy, not that you're not trying too hard, but if the energy is not there, it's just not there.
Yeah.
And it's no hard feelings. I'm not gonna be rude, or anything like that. It's just that's just what it is. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and tell you I don't want to get to know you, but I've already made it up in my mind in the first few minutes of whatever our conversation is about or how it's going. And I think a lot of people are like that. That's the world. That's how the world is. Look.
Right. Yeah, there you go, being creepy. Vanessa over being creepy, winking and stuff. Told us not to do it, and you doing it.
I said, guys, don't do that to a woman. Like, don't. I don't know. And I mean, some women might like it. I just personally, I think it's just creepy. I think it's just you trying to be. It's just kind of fake to me.
Yeah, I mean, what you're saying makes sense. I think guys would like it. Not every guy, but I think most guys will be like, okay, Vanessa winking at me. I'm gonna go over here and sip some of this wine with her over here. You know what I mean?
But it's rare that you're gonna. Have you ever had a woman across the room wink at you? No.
No. Ever? No.
You don't do that.
No.
That's not. We're not gonna be winking.
No, I had a girl that I dated, and she told me she didn't like it, actually. So it's kind of reinforcing what you're saying right now, that women don't really like that. Don't do that. Don't go up here winking and whatnot. But yeah, we want people to come out the organization and have a regular life that everyone else has. So we want to help them feel comfortable dating in the dating world. Now, have you dated online or anything like that? Is that something that people should really jump into? Is let's get online and do it?
I mean, I have dibbled and dabbled, but I haven't met anybody online and been like, oh, let's meet up for a date. No, I've had conversations, but it just never really happened like that.
Yeah.
I would say though, if you are new to this, because it's really like this is new dating, period. Like,
yeah.
For XJ. So I would say I wouldn't do that. Online dating is really for people that like have been out there and that have tried it, but it's just not working, or they just can't find anybody. So they want to try a different route. And nothing is wrong with online dating at all. Like, I have a couple of friends that literally have met their spouses online. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not, I don't think it's for someone that's newly dating. I think for someone that's newly into the dating scene,
yeah,
it's important to develop that social connection with someone. You need to learn how to be, I don't want to sound wrong, but you need to learn how to socialize, like,
yeah,
with the world. So it's important that you go out, that you're, I keep using that word social, but it's important that you go out, that you meet somebody, that you communicate, that you have that dialogue, that you develop a dynamic with the opposite sex, other than just, this is the sister that's going to go out with this sister today on Saturday.
Right.
And that's brother so-and-so's wife. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
You need to develop a dynamic with the opposite sex. And that's why it's also important to have female friends, platonic female friends that can guide you too. But yeah, I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't suggest the online dating. No, not initially. That's for people again that have been there, done that, and they just want to try something different because they're looking for a different route to find what they haven't been able to find in the regular dating scene.
Now, what about dating another XJW? Have you ever done that before? You ever been in a relationship with an XJW?
No. No.
Never been in one? So
no. I'm trying to think if I might have dated somebody that studied a long time ago or something like that. I think I have. But it wasn't serious. We were just really getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And we're still friends. I know. Yeah, and me and him, we're still friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're but yeah.
Okay, that's cool because I know a couple that I think got engaged not too long ago, and they're both XJWs. But I don't know very many, which is odd. You think that that'd be something that a lot of people who are coming out of the organization would have in common. But yeah, no.
I think that people probably are just looking for something completely different.
Yeah.
That first come out, so they just might not be attracted to that right off. They might just be looking for something completely different that they can kind of learn something else or something different from.
Cool, that's real cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. I would think that there would be more, but
That's cool. All right, so we're about to just get to the point where we just sum it all up. You know what I mean? It's about to be just Vanessa just summing it all up for everybody. The main points that you want everybody to come away with. Just like you're giving a talk at the Kingdom Hall, just before you conclude, you talk about the main points. So
well,
let me
talk at the Kingdom Hall, but I could give a part on the school. Do they still do that? The parts on the school?
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, of course they do.
Oh,
No, they didn't. They don't give you. Yeah, they don't. Now, sisters, sometimes the sisters help the husband give prepare the information. So it's kind of unfair that the sisters are helping the husband prepare information, but they can't give the talk. But yeah, no, it's normally a part in the school where you're there with another sister and you guys are doing your thing there.
Yes.
But
yeah, I remember that.